Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to my newest House of Iron 4 video. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to try and answer the age-old question, quality or quantity. And in order to do that, I'm going to play two nearly identical games as the Soviet Union using very different armies. See, I usually use infantry, but should we use infantry with support using the superior firepower doctrine? Or should we just use pure infantry with no support using mass assault? But before we begin, a message from a sponsor. This video is brought to you by Blinkist. Blinkist takes non-fiction books and condenses their content, their message, into a much shorter form. As a result, you get a 15 minutes, sort of a mini audiobook that covers the main ideas and conveys the overarching thought of the book. With non-fiction, you sometimes just want results. You want the message and you want to learn quickly. Blinkist chooses the best those non-fiction titles have to offer. After those 15 minutes, you will get the gist of it. You will either get what you want from it, or you will know to give a full read or listen. They have 14 million active users. Clearly there's something to it, and you can access all your titles offline. Now those short blinks are included in the service itself. If you want full audiobooks, you will have to purchase them separately. However, as a premium subscriber, you will get 65% off. They have a web version as well as a mobile version, and even include shortcasts. So kind of the same thing, but instead of condensing books, they condense podcasts. They gave me access to try it out. I'm listening to Ethereum because I want to understand what all the fuss is about. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, make sure to click my link in the description below. And the first 100 people who do that are getting unlimited access for 1 week to try it out and 25% off the full membership. Do check it out. Now back to the game. This time I'm not going to do Iron Man because I might need to save and load the game to show you some things, but we will keep to regular difficulty and historical focuses. This is not a challenge, more of an experiment. So what are we going to do exactly? We're going to invade Poland, sign Molotov-Ribbentrop, and then break Molotov-Ribbentrop and wait for Germany to attack us, and see how well our armies do against them. First, just pure infantry, even without support artillery. And we're going to use the wonderful mass assault doctrine. And afterwards, we're going to try superior firepower with actual support companies. So we have around 3 years to do this. Let's prepare. I'm going to ignore the purge. I don't think the civil war will happen, quickly enough for this to be a problem. I don't remember when it happens usually. Stalin Constitution. As we're doing pure infantry, we're only going to need guns and nothing else. Cancel everything else. Mass assault. Now we are in a slightly privileged position because we start with the first technology of mass assault already researched, but it's a small difference. I don't think it will matter. And we're only going to be focusing on these technologies because they benefit infantry directly. That, doctrine, engineering, and industry. Construction. Now to keep things consistent, I should build the same amount of factories of the same type, shouldn't I? So let's go for, say, 20 civilian factories and then all military. Okay, that's 20 civilian factories. And now just do some military. It's not important if it's the best setup. It's important that we keep it consistent between the two games. Just do it like this. Alright, time to unpause. Speed the game up. And we're going to try and make sure that all our troops are trained up as much as possible and equipped fully. How many units are we going to be using? Well, it really depends. We have a lot of manpower as the Soviet Union, but pure infantry is much cheaper to produce than infantry with equipment. So that will differ between the games. Now this will of course not be a definitive answer, because even if the quality infantry with extra support wins, you can't always use that. But I want to cover a scenario if you can use either, which one should you use? Alright, let's mobilize the armed forces. If we go to war with Turkey, so be it, I can handle them. Okay, crisis concluded. And we should do positive heroism. You know what? I made a mistake. I should be doing the purge. Yeah, it'll be more consistent. We won't have to worry about the civil war. Let's cancel positive heroism. We did sound constitution first. Let's remember to do that in the second playthrough as well, and do the great purge now. We will be fighting Poland soon, so let's also start justifying a war goal on Poland. With that, we'll be able to do lessons of war and get rid of the penalties. It's fine. War economy. Right. Trotsky is center. Kalinin. We would like to keep Kalinin. Khrushchev, we won't need him. Yeah, let's get rid of Nikita. Kalinin gives us extra stability, so I would like to have him. Let's do improved worker conditions. Secret trial of the generals. We need to get rid of Tukhachevsky or Rokossovsky, which is a pity because they're both great. I'm gonna keep Tukhachevsky and get rid of Rokossovsky. Aggressive assaulter and charismatic. Zhukov, Konev, and so on. One full army group will be assaulting Poland. We will have the negative modifier from the Great Purge when we do that, but also fighting the war after doing the Purge will let us do lessons of war shortly. Trial of the 21. Navy and Air Force. Purge is complete. Rehabilitated military. We want to do lessons of war as soon as we can. On the other hand though, positive heroism, progress cult, social science and extra research slot are a nice path as well. No, let's do this just so we don't get caught with our pants down. Fairly generic research here. Alright, let's exercise you guys. Oh no, we're about to attack Poland. Actually, I didn't have enough army experience to remove artillery from the template. That's not a problem because fighting Poland is not the real test. The real test is fighting the Germans later. So we'll just keep the artillery for now and train up later. Also, let's make sure garrisons have the highest priority. Let's hire Mikhail Kalinin for extra stability. Stability is quite nice, and our war goal on Poland is ready. Let's declare war immediately and crush them. Just, balanced attack. And once we do that, we will start preparing to fight the Germans. Even though we have those severe penalties from the Purge, we are getting through. Rehabilitated military done. Reorganization. That's gonna give us bonuses to land doctrines, which will also be of help. Let's spend some experience to do this faster. Also, now we can modify the template. We're going to just use pure 20 width infantry with no support companies whatsoever. Later on, I might increase the size of the unit, and because mass mobilization gives us a combat width reduction. I suppose I should probably be going aggressive. It doesn't really matter at this point. Let's go aggressive. Time to get some infantry bonuses. Lessons of war. We have had a war since ending the Purge, so yay. Now, this is actually not the best research path. I probably should have gone for the extra research slot first, but this too is acceptable. For Warsaw, and we win. We're of course going to annex everything. And now we wait for the Germans to attack. Let's go to free trade. This is not intuitive for the Soviet Union, of course, but it is the best policy. Let's make sure to exercise our guys. And the Purge penalty is gone. Let's go for positive heroism and get our extra research. Our troops are now combat ready. Chiang Kai-shek. Oh right, yeah, we can get into a nice war in China with that. But let's not. We're almost trained up, fully equipped, and we will be able to deploy more troops, and I will be deploying more troops, or just stockpiling equipment to reinforce once the fighting starts. Occupation is going smoothly. All you need to do is just stay with civilian oversight and do garrisons as the highest priority, that's all. Mass mobilization, spend extra experience. German-Soviet treaty, sure. We do want to get Molotov-Ribbentrop and then betray it. Progress cult. Now, I'm not sure the Germans will declare war on me if I have an overwhelming force on the border, so I might retreat my guys a bit, just to provoke them. We'll see. Let's get Boris, the military theorist. Should I go to 2 full army groups? Perhaps. We will need more manpower for that. Progress cult is done. Socialist science, here comes. And the extra manpower. Let's deploy just 2 of them ahead of time, so that we can train enough, exercise the ones already in the field, and let these train up normally. I will need some more equipment, but we're working on it. Infantry offensive, and some infantry bonuses. We'll need a second field marshal, won't we? We lost Rokossovsky. We could use Markian because he is a brilliant strategist, or we could use Zhukov because he is a level 5. Let's use Zhukov. More infantry bonuses. Extra research slot. Socialist science will give us enough manpower. Let's get an infantry equipment designer. Alright, contingency plan. If Germany doesn't want to attack us after we betray the Molotov-Ribbentrop plan, we're going to start justifying on them right when the pact is broken. Anschluss of Austria, and the extra research slot is complete. Let's get another one. Start researching the better gun and the computing machine. Large front offensive. I'm going to be doing the infantry upgrades ahead of time because now I do have the research slots to do that. We could do war propaganda against Japan, but we have enough war support. Industrial concern. Do we want to invest in Turkish state building? No. Oh, I have insufficient steel because we went with free trade. That is interesting. Perhaps going in with free trade was a mistake. We will remedy that with extra excavation because now we're committed to it. It would cost too much political power to change. We can also build infrastructure in the places with lots of steel. Now, I'll just change the laws again later. Going in with free trade was a mistake in this case, but we're keeping it anyway. I guess I can purchase some excavation. Human wave offensive. Very nice reserve of guns. Don't need more manpower at the moment. Unique agreement happens. Let's hire the army regrouping expert and do socialist realism. Improved computing machine. Successful purge. We're done with the Trotskyist plot. Better guns researched. Let's continue down this path, even though it's ahead of time. We have the luxury of not really needing all that research because we only use infantry, so we can focus on strengthening it a lot. Steel is an issue though. We should have made more civilian factories, but the games need to be as close to each other as possible, so we're not going to build those civilian factories. Right, 2 full army groups exercised to the maximum. Right, we're supposed to make 120. Why did I make 124? Let's disband some of them, just so our math is correct. So we volunteer group for China. No. Socialist realism is complete. Let's finish the 5-year plan. And hire an army maneuver expert. No, actually, let's improve working conditions. And do petard. I've pulled my troops back just to make sure that the Germans are not intimidated. But maybe it's a mistake. Maybe I should intimidate them a bit. We'll decide once the borders have their final shape. And yes, I know I could justify on the Baltic countries and have them submit to me, but we don't want to do that just yet. Or at all in this game. Now, army maneuver expert. We do have some planes. I'm not going to build any, but we can use the ones we have. 5-year plan finished. Armament effort. And more infantry bonuses. Japanese provocation. We're going to ignore it completely. Germany attacks Belgium. That was quick. Where's Molotov-Ribbentrop? Does Poland need to exist for that? Did I do something wrong? No, Poland does not need to exist for this. Alright, let's let them do their thing. It's going to be problematic if they go so ahistorical that, yeah. Oh, god damn it, I hate when this happens. I don't care about the Japanese thing. God damn it. Japanese victory, wonderful. So can we now move back, please? Disorganizing my whole army. Alright. Also, let's give them offensive doctrine and charismatic and organization first. Belgium capitulates. How's Germany doing? Germany didn't get Czechoslovakia, which is gonna be a problem for them. And we're done with focuses. Let's not get any more. I guess we could do a repeating one like resistance suppression, but not right now. Let's get some more war support, I guess. And get some more steel. Right, Germany seems to be doing well against France, as usual. I didn't even create a spy agency, because I didn't want to mess things up in any way, like get inconsistent bonuses from intel. Let's not have any intel. And it's gonna be consistent. France capitulates. What's Germany gonna do next? 2 full army groups is more than enough. Czechoslovakia attacked. Czechoslovakia joins allies. Now let's remember to replicate this move. We're going for limited exports now. I'm not sure we'll be consistent in our results. On aggression pact with Turkey, sure, because Germany didn't get Czechoslovakia the normal way. But they will be very powerful anyway, so it should be fine. So yeah, shouldn't have gone to free trade in the first place. But it's fine. Let's start preparing our troops. An entire army group. Oh yeah, Molotov-Ribbentrop. Perfect. We're going to sign the treaty and deploy some troops. You guys guard us against the naval invasion. You do the same in the north. You secure the Romanian border, and you will be helping out in Prussia. Now the Romanian force will not be necessary, but it's better to be prepared, and we can always relocate them later. Okay, let's go. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Wonderful. Let's let it auto-expire, because we're about to break that pact. The partition of Poland. Here we go. No, all of Poland belongs to the motherland. This will auto-expire soonish. Let's let a few more days go by. Okay, all of Poland belongs to the motherland. Now the Germans have a war goal on me. Will they act upon it? Alright, I was supposed to start justifying on them. Let's do that. We cannot because we have a non-aggression pact. Okay. Then we'll revoke the pact as soon as we can if they don't attack us. They seem to be preparing to attack us. Best guns. Right. They attacked Denmark instead. And Norway. Should I just pull my troops back from the borders? Maybe that will make them more inclined to attack. Let's get this army group further away. Something like this so they don't see me. And you move away for a while as well. It doesn't seem to help. Let's hide a bit more. Alright, let's give them some time until they defeat Denmark. Maybe then they'll change their mind. If not, I'll just have to wait. They shouldn't see any of my troops on their border. Bulgaria joins the Axis. We might need to deal with them. And we're done with our doctrine. Super awesome computing machine and some industrial research. It's like the Germans don't want to attack me. Okay then, I guess I will have to be the attacker. I'm giving them some more time by just circling our units here. With orders prepared. Maybe some more war propaganda and some iron mines. Seems like we will need to be the aggressor. Oh no, I guess I can just attack Hungary. Right, so in order to make this consistent, we're going to justify a war goal on Hungary right at the end of 1939. Because the Germans should guarantee them. They are fascists after all. I was expecting them to attack me, but it's fine. Okay, New Year, let's justify on Hungary. They should get a guarantee. Though I guess I can make sure I've generated enough world tension by quickly justifying on the United States as well, to make sure Germany sees what's going on. I'm not sure if this actually affects the German AI or only the allies, but I'm doing it just to be safe. And of course we're not going to attack USA. No guarantee. That's curious. They do have a focus to join the Axis, so if I attack them, yeah, that will resolve our issues, I think. Let's get the concealment expert. He can help a bit. A nice stockpile of guns, a nice amount of manpower. When can I get rid of the non-aggression pact? July. I was expecting them to guarantee Hungary. It's fine. Hungary joins Axis. Can I still justify on them? Or will this cancel due to the non-aggression pact. It doesn't cancel. I can continue justifying. Wonderful. So we'll just attack Hungary. And I don't need to keep justifying on the United States. Let's cancel that. See, I can't justify on any of the Axis members because of the non-aggression pact. But I have started justifying on Hungary before they joined the Axis. So it's fine. Apparently I am weaker than they are. The enemy is stronger. Well, they do have tanks and stuff, but I have a lot of guns and a lot of people. We'll see who's successful. We can pretty much endlessly reinforce our guys. Then again, beating the Germans is never that easy. So if this fails, it's still fine. We'll see if the other method succeeds, and we'll have our answer. Anti-tank stuff researched. This might go poorly. I'm curious myself. Right, we're ready to attack. So, just to be sure we're doing everything correctly. We're only producing infantry weapons. We have a lot of them. Our doctrine is mass assault, fully researched here. And our template is this. It's actually 16 width, because our combat width got reduced with the doctrines. I could theoretically increase it to 19.2, but I don't think I will. This should suffice. We'll see. Okay, let's attack Hungary and see. Okay, my mistake. Apparently it's also blocked because of the faction leader having a non-aggression pact with us. That's disappointing, but we will be able to cancel that pact soon. Well, I'm not sure if our war on Hungary will expire before that. When does it expire? 5th of July, and we cannot revoke the pact until the 15th of July. Okay, so we're gonna lose some stability over this. Unfortunate. I also need to make sure I replicate this in the second game, just to keep everything consistent. It's really difficult to set up a game in a way that I will be sure to replicate, you know, like all the moves, which is why I guess I'm making those weird decisions. Yep, weak foreign policy. Pity. We're still at 100%. Oh, we can do anti-democratic raids now. Sure, we'll do that. That'll give us some stability that we just lost. Oh, and it's July. I don't have enough divisions on our common border. Only the number of divisions that matters. Let's create a new division. Create empty. And just cavalry 1 bit. Let's call it tiny. Save. Produce a few hundred of these. Just a couple hundred. This should suffice. 300 is enough. And deploy them on the German border as soon as we can. Then we can finally break the non-aggression pact. I'm really expecting them to attack me, and they might as soon as I break the pact. Right, deploy everyone. Go to the border. I think it needs to recalculate, and now I can cancel the non-aggression pact. Non-aggression pact is cancelled. Will you attack me now? Yes. So the non-aggression pact was the problem all along. I'm gonna disband all the cavalry, and look how well our troops perform against Germany. I guess I should have anticipated that. I think it was changed because at some point I'm pretty sure the Germans could attack me even though I had a non-aggression pact with them. Atomic research for extra research speed. Okay, let's see how we do. Germany breaks Molotov-Ribbentrop, of course. We're the defender here. Looking fairly balanced. We can't push into the mountains. I think I'm unbalanced. Let me check. No, I'm on aggressive. Goddammit. I'm supposed to be unbalanced. Okay, let's halt. Now redo that unbalanced. We don't want to be attacking into the mountains if it's not favorable conditions. Aggressive can be very useful, but it also drains your manpower and equipment very quickly. I don't remember when exactly the war started. Can we see that here? Oh, Germany. 8th of August this time. Right, we need to get as close to that as we can. Romania is still not a member of the Axis. I think they will be. As you can see, we have massive stocks of guns and people. We have large warehouses full of people. So we will be able to maintain the amount and equipment of troops that we have. It's just a matter of whether the Germans can withstand that. Now, we wait. Don't want to do any creative moves, any encirclement or anything. We'll let the AI do its job. Well, I guess you guys can execute the stragglers here. Hungary has been called in. Doesn't really matter, we don't have a border yet. Oh no, we do, so it does matter. It's October 1940, and not much is changing on the front lines. Let's check the balance of casualties. We have lost 1 million, and they have lost half that from our attacks. So the situation is far from perfect. But if we can overcome their production capabilities, which are vast, but they're producing guns and tanks and artillery and everything, if we can overcome this and make sure their troops aren't getting fully reinforced, we will be able to push through their ranks. I could of course attempt going aggressive, and I might even do that later. These two armies will be in reserve for now. They seem to be pushing back here. Alright, let's send one of the reserve armies there. You push south, and you push over here. The best guns. Let's start producing them. They can make a difference. Whoops. Romania joins the Axis. I do have an army there ready, and Romania has joined. I guess I can relocate this guy over to Romania. Our stocks of weapons are not really depleting, and we do have a lot of manpower. So as long as we can keep up the pressure, it should be okay. Okay, the war started on the 8th of August. Let's evaluate it after a full year. We're keeping the casualties rate more or less consistent. We're losing twice as many as the Germans. More or less. Once again, our troops are low quality, but there is a lot of them. Of course, we could get a large advantage by just training spies and sending them over to the enemy. That would give us a bonus, a very strong bonus. But it's not really about this. Looks like the Germans have less than 1 million available manpower. So maybe if I keep up the pressure, that will be enough. But they are pushing me back. So I've decided to switch to to aggressive. It's not even been a year. Of course, once again, with operatives in Germany, we would be more successful. But let's see how we do if I go aggressive. We still have a lot of equipment. We lost some, but we still have a lot. This might work out. I'm back after a break, and of course I forgot I wasn't in Iron Man. So I just exited the game without saving, which is why we're continuing from an autosave. So what was I doing? I was trying aggressive. Let's do that again. Let's see if we can make gains on aggressive. Probably not, but I do have a large reserve of guns and money. It doesn't seem like we're making gains at all. Seems like maybe balanced was the way to go. Let's see the casualty balance. It has become much worse for us. We're almost up to 3-1. So let's go back to balanced. Might even try cautious, although that would probably be ill-advised. Let's do balanced again, but this time trying something different. I'm going to modify my template so that it is closer to 20 width. Let's add 2 infantry battalions and actually put you guys on cautious for a little while so that you can recover, and then we'll continue. Wonder if I've used up all my guns or not. Well, not all of them. Also, we are producing guns all the time, of course. And I have way too much political power. Let's improve work conditions, do war bonds, and anti-fascist raids. And maybe get a repeating focus. We should do resistance suppression or construction repair, or construction engineering and build up infrastructure. That would be a good idea, but we want to keep the games consistent, so I should have started that earlier. We're not going to do that now. I guess I'll go to resistance suppression. This shouldn't change much. No, actually, the focus we should be using is construction repair. And I should continue building factories, as I was supposed to. Yeah, it would be good to have some more civilian factories, but I did say we're only going to do military, didn't I? So you guys halt, stop advancing. Aggressive is not working. And I know it might seem like pure infantry is just a pure bad choice, but remember, we didn't use any agents, and if we did, we would have an advantage because of intel. And also, infantry is very cheap, and some countries that cannot afford anything else can afford infantry. Right, so you guys are on cautious. We're waiting for reinforcements. 10% manpower. Well, that is unfortunate. It will take a while for it to be delivered. Non-aggression pact with Japan. Sure, we don't care about Japan. And if you hear some music in the background, that's not Hearts of Iron music. That's my son playing with his little car downstairs. Cautious seems to be working a bit better than aggressive, but still nothing too great. I want to wait for all of them to receive the reinforcements, and then we can go back to balanced. Why are you not receiving your reinforcements though? Ireland joins allies, and Italy is moving down south. Yugoslavia capitulates. Our reinforcements situation not very good. We're not getting that manpower into the field quickly enough. As you can see, it is not going very well. We're not pushing through enough, but we're occupying all the German forces, and we are trading rather equally. Well, we have lost 4 million troops, they've lost 1.5 million, but we have much more, many more in reserve. On the other hand, we almost ran out of our guns stockpile, so that is a bit of an issue. Let's have a look at the German situation. They have service by requirement and not that much manpower, but I think they can keep this up more or less forever. The important part is to make sure that we can keep this up more or less forever as well, and then the allies can tip the scales. Now that we are on cautious and we are receiving reinforcements, things are starting to look up, but let's stay on cautious. Also, I have changed the template, remember that. 19.2 combat width. Let's do night vision. The United States are going into the war in a moment. Do I need any more war propaganda? No, I do not. We could do scorched earth, but we don't need to. We're slowly running out of steel. Well, we still have enough, but soon we might not. I might go to closed economy then. Okay, why are there no troops here? This seriously needs reorganizing. Let's cancel your order. Actually, let's cancel all the orders and redo them. It's gonna be better that way. First, you will spread around the entirety of our combined front line. If you cancel an order to reorganize troops, this is a vulnerable moment, but we should be fine. Also, I need to train more troops for this guy. Let's give a similar order to you guys, just all over the place. Only 3 armies will be assigned to that. That's enough. Everyone halt and reorganize. We're gonna lose some ground while reorganizing, probably. But if we don't, we might lose all the ground. Oh, you have been assigned to that as well? No, you're garrisoning Odessa. No, you have been assigned to that. Right, I guess I did this wrong. Cancel the order, you keep your specific orders, and you will get them manually. Alright, reorganize. How are the logistics? Not so great, actually. Not so great at all. I mean, it's not that bad. Our production efficiency is increasing and we're making 1,000 guns a day. If we stay on cautious, we will get enough guns eventually. However, it's already September 1941. I think it's time we saved the game, exited it, and tried to do this the other way, because we were supposed to compare them, weren't we? And this one, well, suffice it to say, it's not going that well. Let's remember the war started on the 8th of August. We'll try to replicate that. Let's start again, this time with the same setup, but a vastly different tactic for the army. The rest will be the same. So we start with Stalin Constitution like last time. We build 20 civilian factories, which is too few. We should build more, but that's what I did last time, so we have to repeat it. That's 20, and then military factories. A lot of them. Production. We will not need tanks or fighters, or we will need support equipment, artillery, motorized, and anti-air as well. I might also do rocket artillery. We'll think about that. Now, how many? Let's do 15 for support, 10 for anti-air and artillery for now, and 5 for motorized, and all the rest into infantry equipment. Don't worry about it too much. Actually, I'm gonna make sure that artillery is being produced right now. We're gonna get a lot more military factories soon. Research. Land doctrine, superior firepower this time. Research. Some research and some construction. And let's go. Get all the troops, switch them to the infantry template, and set up an army for the invasion of Poland. Taureor is going to be our field marshal. Turkey seizes control of the Bosphorus. Mobilize the armed forces, of course. And we've done the Stalin Constitution. It is now time to start the purge and to justify a war goal in Poland. Let's use the remaining political power to hire Kalinin. For extra stability, we are not going to purge him. And we'll also improve worker conditions soon. Alright, I was supposed to do war economy, wasn't I? It doesn't really matter that much what we do first. Right, the trial. Let's do Khrushchev. I want to keep Kalinin. Let's improve worker conditions. We'll do war economy next. Machine tools. Superior firepower complete. Delay. This time we need to get rid of Tukhachevsky or Rokossovsky. Let's get rid of Rokossovsky. Spanish Civil War, not our concern. Let's make Tukhachevsky an aggressive assaulter and charismatic. Trial of the 21. Navy and Air Force, please. Probably should have gone to war economy sooner. I don't remember the exact order I did this last time because I was recording that part yesterday. Yeah, probably should have done that earlier. We'll do it soon. And the purge is concluded. Rehabilitated military and concentrated industry. Construction 2. And now we go to war economy. That's gonna do wonders for our construction. Justification on Poland is complete. Let's declare war immediately and let our guys do their thing. We have the purge penalty, which is why we're going so slowly, but we will win anyway. Military reorganization. Once again, this was not a good course of action. I should have done the research thoughts first before the lessons of war, but that's what we did last time, so we're going to do that again. Alright, and we're through. I think I switched to aggressive around that time last time, so let's do that. Going as expected. Fall of Warsaw. Not much time left. Oh, I almost forgot. Make sure garrisons are the highest priority. Poland has capitulated. We take all states. Garrisons and operations on highest priority. Well, operations, I'm not gonna be using those, but it's a force of habit. You guys go to the German border. And now I can start reorganizing my template. Let's go to 20 with infantry with support. Engineers, anti-air. Still not sure about the recon companies at the moment. We might be using something else instead. But let's do lessons of war. For now, this is it. I need to decide if I'm gonna be doing recon or rocket artillery. Right, I think I want to free trade next. Now we wait. Now you can see that we need way more equipment. Although, seems like I'm not spending enough production on anti-air and too much on artillery. Spain relocates. Gold reserves. Lessons of war complete. Now we can do the really good ones with research. Oh, I didn't change the template for the occupying divisions. I should do that because I'm adding support and there's no need for that. Here, let's do NKVD or cavalry. Cavalry might be even better. Sure, let's use cavalry for that. How's our construction? Alright. Do I spend the experience now or do I wait until I don't have the bonuses? I think I'll wait until I don't have the bonuses. Right, now we get the military theorist Boris. German-Soviet treaty, sure. We did that last time, so let's do that again. Progress cult. Let's exercise, you guys. Right, getting rocket artillery happens way too late into the game. Let's just use recon in our template. But make sure to also add initiative. I will need at least 20 on support equipment. Progress cult complete. Socialist science for all the manpower we may need. I'm still undecided on rocket artillery because the war starts in August 1940. So if I did this a little bit ahead of time, I could do rocket artillery. But we'll see. I could also do anti-tank. It doesn't do much. Its soft attack is very low, and soft attack is the important attack. I mean, hard attack also matters, but we will get that from anti-air. Industrial concern. I almost forgot I need to research the signal company. So let's switch the research around and do radio rather than that infantry buff I was doing. Republican Spain defeated Archers of Austria, and we got an extra research slot. Let's get another one. Some excavation will be necessary. Infantry equipment designer. Although artillery would probably be a better pick, but we did take this one last time. And signal companies. Diversify the program. Oh, I wonder, does it give me bonuses to rocket artillery? Or just to rockets? We'll know once we finish. Regimental combat teams. And they're all trained up. We need to keep our research quite balanced. Closed city network. Now let's see if we got a bonus for rocket artillery. We did not. But the research researches pretty quickly. So I think we'll need to rush this and add rocket artillery and not recon. This will be my next research option. Chosen, then this, then this. That'll give us way more soft attack, and recon, well, we can do without recon. Improved working conditions. Extra stability is always nice. It adds very small bonuses to everything. Signal company's done. Now let's do that artillery thing I was talking about. Combining artillery and rocket artillery will truly give us superior firepower. Not really doing much ahead of time this time around, because we have a lot of things to research. I think I will do improved computing machine though. Let's do the better guns. We will make good use of that. Still have a lot of time. I need to remember to needlessly justify a war goal on Hungary and the United States, like I did last time. Did we do this first or this first? I think this. Socialist realism. Although we don't really need it. Successful purge. Alright, how long until this finishes? Yeah, that's fine. Improved computing machine. It gives a very large research bonus. It will be useful later on, even though it is ahead of time. How are we doing with our stockpile? Well enough. Let's have a look at our template and add signal companies to it. How are we doing on that equipment? Well enough. Okay, we should have enough of everything. I will also add, what was it called? Rocket artillery. Band 100 to do it faster. This setup should be fine, but I will be adding some more factories to support equipment and artillery and anti-air later. But now let's focus on just filling out what we have and also doing rocket artillery once we unlock that. Speaking of which, we should unlock that soon. Soviet volunteer group. No, thank you. 5-year plan. I guess I could do atomic research to speed up my other stuff, but we will benefit more from industrial research. Alright, outdated equipment. Better artillery, please. How are we doing on resources? Yep, running out of steel. I will have to change our economy soon, like I did last time. Now, let's buy some from France. War propaganda, army regrouping expert, army maneuver expert. Alright, and the pointless war goals I need to justify on Hungary and then on the United States. Armament effort. Alright, Hungary first. I need to finish the war goal on Hungary and then let it expire. And I have to justify war goal on the United States and then cancel it. Just to make sure I don't get extra political power. Because those are the mistakes I did last time. And Germany attacks Belgium, just like last time. Good. At least it's consistent. Belgium capitulates. War on the United States started and cancelled. Please provocation in our border. I don't care about it one bit. Shock and awe. And we've done all the focuses we wanted. Luxembourg is under attack, and I need to change my economy in a moment. Border conflict. Do I have to? I really don't care. Should be an option, ignore. Because now it's taking my troops that I had reserved for something else. Well, not really. I didn't really care about these particular troops, but oh, the rocketry technology bonus actually does apply. That's brilliant. Let's do that. Japanese victory. Don't care. Czechoslovakia joins ours. I will need to deploy more troops, but first I want to make sure that we have enough equipment for all of them. I still have a year until the war starts, so I guess I do have enough equipment. Or will. Okay, let's train a couple. Let's say 8 total armies. That'll be 54 additional units. I will only deploy them after they are complete. Anti-air upgrade. Alright, and you guys need to be exercised. Alright, I can do the economy now. Limited exports, please. Turkey, non-aggression pact. Sure. Now we have enough steel. Czechoslovakia capitulates. France should soon follow. Molotov-Ribbentrop. Sure, we will sign the treaty, just to make sure everything works the same. Let's do atomic research for the research bonus. And we will keep Poland. But we still have the non-aggression pact. I will make sure to cancel it in August 1940, like we did last time. Better anti-air. Well, this slightly out of time. I guess I could do something else in the meantime. No, better anti-air is a good choice because we will start producing the better ones already. Really need more infantry equipment. And I might have too much of artillery and anti-air. It's gonna be alright. I'm still building military factories and they are all going towards just infantry equipment. War on Hungary is complete. I have to let it expire so that we can duplicate what happened last time. They're not a member of the Axis, so I could just attack them, but I'm not allowed to. Let's get the concealment expert. And that's pretty much all the advisors and companies we need. Centralized fire control. Let's continue. Forward observers. Maybe I am spending too many factories on building anti-air. Let's limit that to just 10. Bulgaria joins the Axis. Maybe 3 for motorized for now. Better signal companies. Also now we can modify the template to include support rocket artillery. Brilliant. Now I will have to deploy these ahead of time, I guess, because we won't have enough artillery to do that. Total rocket artillery. Here we go. How many do we need? Let's do 20 factories until we can build up a supply. We don't have that much time. Advanced computing machine. Actually, I'm gonna do 30 factories on the rocket artillery. We do need to build up a stockpile before we start fighting. Yes, weak foreign policy. Okay, we have a nice reserve of artillery and anti-air. It's going to suffice. I guess I could have a bit more support equipment. I might want to go to 30 once we fill up the demand for infantry equipment. Or I could go to 2 full army groups again. I guess I'll do that. No, we don't need that many. This is fine. Better anti-air researched. Now better engineers. We need to keep upgrading all across the board. I guess I'll do limited conscription. There's no need for it, but I will. Turkey delivers an investment portfolio. No, thank you. We have our own problem. problems. Oh, anti-democratic raids, that can give us some more stability. Let's do that. And create a new template, one we're going to use to break the non-aggression pact. Just cavalry for quick movement, cav, save, and I'll need a couple hundred of those. That'll have to suffice. You guys are almost trained up, but I need you at your peak performance. I'm just going to deploy you ahead of time. We'll need a new field marshal. We'll do Zhukov again. Offensive, charismatic organization. Alright, that'll do. And exercise up. Improved infantry equipment. We're doing with that rocket artillery? Very well. I will be able to decrease the amount of factories dedicated to that soon. Fall of Paris. Well, that's a bit late for the Germans. Last time they did it faster. They might be a bit weaker this time. Or was it? Maybe it was about the same time. I don't remember. I think it was faster. So I'll do some more propaganda, because I can. Improved engineer companies researched. Next up, this. Only 2 doctrines left until the end. And we have enough rocket artillery. Splendid. Hungary joins the Axis. We're going to upgrade our rockets because we have a bonus. And soft attack is quite important. Might be time to redo our orders a bit. Be balanced, like last time. I'll also train some garrison units, I guess. Let's edit this template. Duplicate it. Call it garrison. Remove the military police. And maybe add some more infantry. It's not that important. It's just 4 ports. And I'll train 2 armies of that. Fall of Nanjing. The cavalry is deployed. It is only here to break the non-aggression pact quickly. We will disband all of it in a moment. Whereas these guys are going to be guarding our ports. We wouldn't want a naval invasion to ruin our plans. Time for some more upgrades to our artillery. And again, it is ahead of time, and so is this. Maybe we should invest in the best guns already. I really need more guns, although we will have some return to the stockpile once I disband all that cavalry. Improved artillery upgrade, although I guess I could do industry. Same thing. We'll do industry in a moment. Right, our garrisons to defend our ports are ready. Turkey's cancelling on aggression. And 2 months until we start fighting. I think it was the 8th of August, something like that. That's when we're going to cancel the non-aggression pact. Still exercising, and you're done. Good. Anti-fascist raids. And improved worker conditions. Operatives captured. And turned. Cool. All of this is looking just fine. I think we're ready. Let's see if it's going to be any different. Trotsky is done for. 8th of August, right? To cancel the non-aggression pact. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Let's wait a few days. And they should attack us immediately. If they don't, we will. Okay, let's cancel. They should now attack us. If they don't, I'm gonna justify a war goal. And they do. They attack us. Perfect. Now, what is different this time? We have a different doctrine and a different template. We have a 20 with infantry unit, but with 5 support units. Support artillery, support anti-air, support rocket artillery, signal companies, and engineers. And we'll see how well we perform. All my troops are unbalanced at our quarters. Now, the little bit of a problem here is that we don't really have all that much equipment. Last time we had much larger reserves. Let's disband all that cavalry. That'll help a little bit, but just a little bit. So while our troops should be stronger, the equipment might pose a problem. Also, our doctrine, of course, is different because last time we were using mass assault and we finished it by now. And now we're using superior firepower. So let's observe. The invasion on Prussia is going very smoothly. The invasion on the main German territory is not going so well. Perhaps I should go cautious. Let's go cautious. We don't have enough equipment to be balanced, I guess. Hungary has been called in. Okay, Greece is being involved, and we finished conquering Prussia. Let's leave it as is for now, and see how well our guys perform. You guys take the northern part. Well, I should probably be going unbalanced as well, because that's what I was doing last time. And again, it could lead to trouble. Let's try uncautious. We'll know how well it performs. The equipment production is under control. We seem to have enough of everything. German East Indies, when did that happen? Oh, right, yeah, when they attacked the Netherlands. Regardless, let's see the losses. 500,000 and 500,000. Okay, the balance of losses is much better this time, but we don't seem to be making any progress. We have to give it time, so we can compare properly. Alright, I forgot to send the planes over. I did that last time. Yeah, we don't really have enough infantry equipment. It is an issue. Let's lower the production of other stuff. This should help a bit. Advanced fire base is complete. Shock and awe. Should I go balanced? No, we don't have enough equipment to go balanced. It's a pity. But at a glance, it seems to be going better this time. Alright, let's do the repeating repair focus. War bonds. And Romania joins. The Axis, not the war. Right, it looks like we're doing much better this time. What if I go balanced? Is it going to mess everything up? Let's see. Romania has been called in, and we are advancing into Romania. I always keep forgetting to promote my guys to infantry experts. Improve our production a bit. Or the logistics. Still acceptable, although the infantry equipment is an issue. Okay, this is looking very promising. We seem to be crushing Germany in its prime. We've reached Yugoslavia. Production of infantry equipment is still an issue, but we've just capitulated Hungary, and they give us all that infantry equipment we needed. Expand the front line, take advantage of what we just conquered. There is a very clear difference here. See, I was convinced that using pure infantry was just as good because, well, I've seen success doing it. But it seems like if I was using superior firepower with support companies, it would be even easier. I should probably also test the classic 7-2 approach sometime, which is a template that instead of 10 infantry bits has 7 infantry bits and 2 artillery for greater soft attack. Let me know if you want to see that, because I might make a video like this sometime. Fall of Berlin. That was quick. Okay, this is going much better than I expected. Let's see the casualties. We've lost 1.7 million and they lost 1.3 million. The balance is much better this time. And why am I only using infantry? I know I could get better results if I employed tanks for encirclements, for example. Well, because I can't be bothered. And to elaborate on that, doing tanks requires a lot of research and production management, micromanagement to use them effectively, and fuel. And infantry, well, infantry can be just as effective, as you can see. Alright, let's finish Romania off. Bucharest shall be mine. I actually visited Bucharest. Very interesting architecture. You, my dear, are going to secure Bulgaria, because if they are a member of the Axis, they might join the war at any moment. Whereas the rest should return to the front lines. Here, what is my participation? 56%. Bulgaria has joined, just as we expected. It's not like they're going to do much. We're going to kill them. Logistics? Much better. We can actually keep up with the demand. And manpower is never an issue for the Soviet Union. We still haven't completed the last doctrine. I wonder if there's going to be a big change now that we got the bonuses it gives, because it gives very large bonuses. And seems like, yes, there is a bit of a change. So what should we research next? A bit of a rocket bonus, I guess. Norway capitulates to the Germans and Italians. Good thing we left those guards here. But Italy might be landing naval invasions. And we've researched the best guns. We're going to start producing them now. It's not always the best choice to do so, because we've just lowered our production efficiency quite a lot. And we don't have a big stockpile. So maybe not the best choice. But we can handle it. Also, I have a lot of political power. I should invest in steel. I could just build infrastructure, but I didn't do it last time, so I won't be doing that here either. Can I do closed economy? Yes, I can. Let's do closed economy. Non-aggression pact with Japan. Sure. We got slightly delayed in Czechoslovakia. Well, because of all those forts. But other than that, we're reaching Hamburg in May 1941. Let's go into Denmark. And Vienna is about to be ours as well. Here it goes. The Germans are halfway towards capitulation, and even further actually. Bulgaria is on its last legs. Greece is attacking from the south. And Bulgaria capitulates. There's still some Axis troops there, so let's eliminate those. And done. Let's relocate you guys to the main front line. I'm thinking southwards from here. Let's get to Stuttgart. You know what? I'm gonna go aggressive. Let's see how these troops behave, because at this point it's pretty clear which way is superior. But let's push it a little more and see what happens. The aggressive approach is not working in the south, where they have mountains and fortifications, but we're making very quick gains up north. So look at Germany. How much manpower do you have? Not a lot. This is going splendidly. Yugoslavia hasn't even joined the war. Wait a minute, who's your ruler? Peter II. Well, Cypher got broken. That could be a bit of an issue. We're going to be much weaker for a short time. But at this point, does it really matter? I don't think so. I'm gonna need to ask the British for military access. No, not for Order 66. It's not what this video is about. Just so our borders don't get very weird. We will have to redo orders anyway. Relocating troops. So Germany, how much longer? Not much longer. Can you guys just rush Stuttgart? If you do, we might just win. Nope, there's defense there. Pity. Well, not much longer anyway. How about Munich or München if you prefer? Can you rush that? Speaking of Stuttgart, this is the last stretch, so let's push. Oh, I might get this one. And they should be surrendering now. Will they? Yes, they will. Let's wait until they do. Germany has capitulated to me. Beautiful. Now we could also deal with Italy. Finish the Axis off. Should we do that? Well, there is no need, but I guess we could run south. We are unaggressive, so it's all good. And demands French Indochina. Also, not really a problem in the current situation. You guys go to Italy as well. I will get military access from France. It's not gonna take long. It's just Italy against the might of the entire Soviet Union. And France. Just send them manually to Rome. Oh, I could give him expert delegator or organization first. Let's do organization first. And we're almost halfway through Italy. Well, no, not halfway through, but we are very far in. Fall of Rome. Rome falls to the Soviets. Alright, now you guys go to Palermo. Genoa is ours. La Spezia and Livorno will be ours as well, in a moment. Then we can get Palermo. Palermo is often difficult because they can sometimes garrison Messina heavily, and it is difficult to get across the strait. But with the momentum we have here, we should be fine. And there it goes. We've won the war. Okay, let's, what should we do? We should probably puppet the Germans. Yes. And maybe Italy as well. How about we puppet everyone? And Bulgaria. And, well, not Iceland. Done. They are making German East Indies a supervised state. Okay, I guess that works. Let's pass a few times and feed our subjects their own territory. Well, technically, this is not their territory. I would be annexing them anyway. Right, Germany takes this. Our subject Italy takes all the Italian stuff. I'll just use this. It's faster. Perfect. Hungary already has Hungarian stuff. Romania and Bulgaria. Oh, there's still German East Indies, apparently. Can I take stuff there? Yes, I can. Well, some stuff. And that's it. Let's end the peace conference. That That was quick and easy, wasn't it? So, the mighty Soviet Union rules supreme, having a puppet, Socialist Republic of Germany, a puppet, Italian Union, Hungarian People's Republic, Socialist Republic of Bulgaria, and Romanian People's Republic. If we go to the factions map mode, we've conquered all of this. Okay, so I think we have our answer. If you just want to do infantry as, the main battalions, it is much better to go with support companies and to choose superior firepower. If you can afford it, of course, because sometimes you just have very few factories and pure infantry is the only viable option for you. But if you have both manpower and factories, this is the perfect choice. Well, perhaps not perfect, maybe we could modify it a bit, but it is much better than just doing pure infantry. Next time I might try something like this. It's also 20 width, has much more soft attack. And again, it is not that much more, and it has significantly less hit points. So I really think that this is the optimal build. I'm not sure about which companies to use and which not to use, but I'm pretty happy with this setup. Let me know what you think. And yes, I know tanks are powerful, but I can't be bothered. And motorized is fast and powerful, but it takes oil, and I can't be bothered. Infantry is just wonderful. So, thank you for watching. Of course, let me know what you think, and if you have any suggestions, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.